Swiss yen here. So I have a short position on Swiss yen. It's very slightly in green or in blue, depending on which brokerage you're on. But nice start here for Swiss yen. I would like to see some follow through to the downside here. But Swiss yen continues to be a bearish reading on the edge finder, as most of the yen pairs do. Dollar yen bearish, Swiss yen, Euro yen, Kiwi yen, CAD yen. Check out UJ. Good buy at the moment. Let's take a look at UJ. I don't really like any of the yen crosses for bullish setups. This one looks still like it's got momentum to the downside, but we'll see. I mean, if you are a buyer of dollar yen, right, you do have this level of support. Let's see if that holds, or if we're going to go test down here around 149.50. I personally would not trade dollar yen, just myself, because the swap fee is very expensive if I'm going to short. And it is if you're bullish on yen crosses, dollar yen does pay you out pretty nicely for holding it positive swap. For me, Swiss yen is still the path of least resistance to the downside on yen crosses. I like this trade. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, yen looks really strong to me. We have this new Japanese economic heat map. Here's the thing with the yen, and I'm glad that it loaded up here properly today. Yesterday, the edge finder was being so slow because of Google's delay or their server, whatever. Unemployment rate came in lower than expected. So that's strong for Japan. Okay, employed people came in better than expected. Strong for Japan. PPI, this is strong for the yen, by the way. Even though this is red, if we're talking about yen for a second, check this out. The Japanese yen saw PPI go up to 4.2 compared to 4. Strong for the yen. Inflation rate came up to 3.6 from 3.2. Strong for the yen. Retail sales numbers came in hot. Strong for the yen. Services PMIs came in hot. Strong for the yen. Manufacturing PMIs missed. Weak for the yen. GDP growth came in much better than expected. Strong for the yen. The yen, to me, I'm not telling anyone what they should do, right? And this is not financial advice. I like the yen. I think it has upside. I could be wrong, right? That's the thing about markets, is all this can look great for the yen and yet still could reverse. But for me, the path of least resistance when looking at the Japanese yen is more yen strength.
Euro yen could be a good one to day trade. So when it comes to like these yen pairs, I've done this in the past before. Last year, when the yen initially got some strength, when there was some, hey James, nice, yeah. When the Bank of Japan intervened, and then whenever they first initially went ahead and hiked their rates, that caused some unwinding in the yen carry trade. And so what I was doing was just day trading the yen very carefully on these pullbacks, because the yen pairs, their pullbacks are pretty nice. They respect levels, and you can get in and out of them. So if you were going to day trade like the euro yen, for the person that went ahead and requested it, I would wait for some pullbacks, and I would also like to wait for the euro to get into a nice level. So let's say the euro goes back to this 105 level and it starts to respect that level, and also the euro yen gets to a nice level that's of support or resistance, then that would be a good contrarian to say, hey, let's go ahead and, short this short term. But holding it long term, it could be quite expensive. So I don't know if I would, go ahead and do that. And then another thing you could look up to line up is if the yen currency index, if that also lines up with that, then that would be a good day trade.
If you'd like to see more of our free daily chart of the days, make sure to join our Telegram channel if you have not already joined. And if you are already in the Telegram channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up button to support our work. Also, quick reminder that if you're looking for free tools and free education in the trading space, head over to a1trading.com. You can check out our free technical, fundamental courses and much more.